Next question. Anybody?
My bad. My bad.
You
My
good?
bad.
No
Sorry
worries.
about that. So I got a couple more here. On the slate this weekend, you've got a couple of to get continuing to talk about that. I got a couple of former Arkansas prep stars. Caden Stafford at Kansas, of course, won a couple state championships at Bentonville with Casey Wood. Allison Edwards at Omaha from Mansfield. Is there any time that y'all play them, like, just against kids that maybe your players played against in high school, travel, or whatever it was? Is there already maybe some fun competitions between them, or is it just kind of y'all are sticking to your business and that's it?
Well, we stick to our business for the most part. I think in our game prep, it's always um, just there's always another layer of conversation of like, but in an informative way. Like none of us ever like, we just want to take care of business and focus on us. But it's always nice. I mean, we have players from all over, so a lot of times when we get into the video room, they also know these players from Texas or from Arkansas. And so I think there's the appeal of bringing the Arkansas kids home. There's a huge sense of pride, and it's really awesome to get to bring them back and they get to play in Bogle. And but no, I don't think there's any extra competitive pieces other than just really wanting to take care of business and play our game.
Most definitely. And last one I have, talking about Rob and just obviously another phenomenal weekend for her getting her third career no hitter. Based on the analytics, she is getting more swings and misses this year, utilizing her rise ball a little bit more. And so, what has been, without picking into your brain too much and giving too much away, what was that maybe something that y'all have that maybe you and Parker, when he came back on board, that y'all altered, that Rob maybe came to you and said, maybe I need to change this or that? What has kind of led to, I mean, again, as phenomenal as she was last year, I mean, she just is continuing that and maybe even better now.
I think it's just one, we work really well together, and so kind of, adding Parker back into the equation and just having another piece that just knows Rob really well, and you just feel so comfortable and confident in that. And it's another year of Robin being really confident. And I think we are seeing the best version of Rob physically and mentally, and she has worked her butt off for that. So um, it is not me or Parker, it is Robin. It is her really trusting her stuff and knowing that her stuff is better. Her stuff is good enough, and just throwing with such conviction. And so it wasn't necessarily sitting down and saying like, this is what we're gonna do. It's just always fine tuning her craft and making her feel really confident in that.
Dudley?
Hey, sorry, I was having some technologically gremlins. Riho has done a wonderful job coming back and obviously had a big hit the other day. Just talk about how much fun it is to see her playing healthy.
Well, yeah, she's always so fun to play. She's so steady. She's so steady. It was such a huge hit for her the other day. I think that the thing that no one ever gives Tal enough credit for is that she has a lot of aches and pains. Like she has, and she just always plays through whatever she's dealing with, and you never know. Her body gives her a lot of fits, and you just would never know it by how she takes the field every day. And you can't keep her off the field. And so I just give her so much credit because there's a lot of these players, they never feel 100%, but she never does, and she fights through it and just always plays at such a high level. That home run the other day was so big for us and such a big moment, and you could like feel it building. And I mean, that's Tal for you.
You talked about the competition. Do you enjoy the 4-day weekend tournaments, or is three usually enough, or how do you feel about that?
I love competing, so sure, I'll take another day. I love game day. I love watching our players compete. I love lining it up against other teams. I love playing in the weekend more than midweeks. So yeah, I'll take a 4-day uh, tournament weekend any day, any week.
All right, see you Thursday.
All right.
Ethan,
Can
one
I
more?
hop in with one? Yeah, yeah. Sorry, this is a big time, like 30,000 foot question, but I'm just curious. I've been asking people, what makes the athletes that you coach now different than the ones that you coached maybe even 5 years ago? Like, what's kind of why you're different about today's athletes?
Um, I think that the biggest thing is Well, there's a number of things. I think fundamentally they're the same. They're the same. They want to be coached. They want to be their best. They want all those things. They're highly motivated. They're, all of those things. I think that they are more accustomed to the technology that we have. And so I think they need to see more and they need to feel more and see how that shows up with their body. And so coaching them that way is different. And then I think the biggest thing is they're dealing with so many outside opinions. Um, and so what they're juggling now compared to what we were juggling with our players 10 years ago, or what I was juggling when I went through it, is so different than what they're going through now. Um and I think that's really hard. I think that's I don't think we give them enough credit for what they balance with social media, with just having more eyes on them and people feeling like they have access to them. I don't think we give our players enough credit for how they handle that.
Quick short follow-up on that. Then what do you think it says about your team? You talk about that stress that gets added on them with outside noise and whatever, that it seems like they really know how to somehow bring a lightheartedness to the field, like with just, how they react with each other after big plays, et cetera. Like, how do you think that your athletes have combated maybe the stress to where they can keep things so it seems like y'all are very in-house with how you don't let a whole lot get in there?
Well, we do, but we're not perfect, and no one is. And it's tough. Like if I could, I would say, let's turn it all off for the season. Like, let's turn off social media. Sometimes we have to turn off parents' opinions, or like there are so many contributing factors. I think that our players specifically do a really good job of leaning into each other and celebrating each other. Um, and knowing that they're in it together. I think that that's the big thing, is of wanting to be their best for their team, but also knowing their team has their back, and they're going through the same battles, although it might look a little different. And so I think it's just continuing to be a safe space for everyone, and being supportive of each other through the good and the bad.